The Dragon Republic. The Poppy War. Book 2. By R.F. Kuang. Performed by Emily Wu Zeller. Arlong. 8 years prior.
Come on, Mingjia begged. Please, I want to see.
Najia seized his brother by his chubby wrist and pulled him back from the shallows.
We're not allowed to go past the lily pads. But don't you want to know? Mingjia whined.
Najia hesitated. He too wanted to see what lay in the caves around the bend. The grottos of the Nine Curves River had been mysteries to the Yin children since they were born. They'd grown up with warnings of dark, dormant evils concealed behind the cave mouths, of monsters that lurked inside, eager for foolish children to stumble into their jaws. That alone would have been enough to entice the Yin children, all of whom were adventurous to a fault. But they'd heard rumors of great treasures, too, of underwater piles of pearls, jade, and gold. Naja's classics tutor had once told him that every piece of jewelry lost in the water inevitably wound up in those river grottos. And sometimes, on a clear day, Naja thought he could see the glimmer of sunlight on sparkling metal in the cave mouths from the window of his room. He'd desperately wanted to explore those caves for years, and today would be the day to do it, when everyone was too busy to pay attention. But it was his responsibility to protect Mingjia. He'd never been trusted to watch his brother alone before. Until today, he'd always been too young. But this week, father was in the capital. Jinjia was at the academy. Mujia was abroad at the great towers in Hesperia. And the rest of the palace was so frazzled over mother's sudden illness that the servants had hastily passed Mingjia into Naja's arms and told them both to keep out of trouble. Najia wanted to prove he was up to the task.
Mingjia!
His brother had wandered back into the shallows. Najia cursed and dashed into the water behind him. How could a 6-year-old move so quickly?
Come on,
Mingjia pleaded when Najia grabbed him by the waist.
We can't,
Najia said.
We'll get in trouble. Mother's been in bed all week. She won't find out.
Mingjia twisted around in Naja's grip and shot him an impish smile.
I won't tell. The servants won't tell. Will you?
You're a little demon, Najia said.
I just want to see the entrance.
Mingjia beamed hopefully at him.
We don't have to go in. Please.
Najia relented.
We'll just go around the bend. We can look at the cave mouths from a distance. And then we're turning back. Do you understand?
Mingjia shouted with delight and splashed into the water. Najia followed, stooping down to grab his brother's hand. No one had ever been able to deny Mingjia anything. Who could? He was so fat and happy, a bouncing ball of giggles and delight, the absolute treasure of the palace. Father adored him. Jinjia and Mujia played with him whenever he wanted, and they never told him to get lost the way Jinjia had done so often to Najia. Mother doted on him most of all, perhaps because her other sons were destined to be soldiers, but she could keep Mingjia all to herself. She dressed him in finely embroidered silks and adorned him with so many lucky amulets of gold and jade that Mingjia clinked everywhere he walked, weighed down with the burden of good fortune. The palace servants liked to joke that they could always hear Mingjia before they saw him. Najia wanted to make Mingjia stop to remove his jewelry now, worried it might drag him down under waves that already came up to his chest. But Mingjia charged forward like he was weightless.
We're stopping here,
Najia said. They'd gotten closer to the grottos than they had ever been in their lives. The cave mouths were so dark inside that Najia couldn't see more than 2 feet past the entrances, but their walls looked beautifully smooth, glimmering with a million different colors like fish scales.
Look!
Mingjia pointed at something in the water.
It's Father's cloak!
Najia frowned.
What's Father's cloak
Sample complete. Ready to continue?